Hi guys, hello and welcome back to another DIY. Guys, today I'm going to show you how to make your own organic coconut oil. Yes, by yourself at home, okay? It's going to be a very simple and easy way for you to do it. For those who have been asking me how to make your own coconut oil, I am right here, okay? I am here to show you. So this is the coconut oil that we actually made. So let us get started with the video. I'm starting off with my coconut. This is how it looks when you get it from a store. So it usually has 3 eyes. So I'm going to show you a simple way to break it. I know this is sort of like a hard step, but since I'm doing it from scratch, I need to show you how to do everything. So start by, piecing that oil, like for me teddy, so remove those eyes, and then you're actually going to see liquid coming out of the coconut. So after removing all the juice that is coming out from the coconut, get a knife that has a big surface. Should I call it a big surface? Don't use the sharper side, use this side that is kind of big but not sharp. Okay, so just continue do it in circular motion, like around the coconut. Keep on hitting. At the end of the time, like it's going to, if you're definitely starting out, it is going to take some good time for you to break it. But if you have your energy, okay, you're just going to break it in just seconds. Okay, so you see it began to kind of break, and that is what we're actually looking for. Okay, so make sure you just knock it, knock. For it, the moment you knock, it will understand that, hey, you want to get out. So this is how it came out, and part of it, I think it wasn't really like so fresh, because if it's so fresh, it doesn't cut, this skin doesn't come out. So yeah, I'm just removing the inner part, which is the white thing that we actually need. We need this white thing that is inside the coconut, or what we call the coconut white nani, whatever you call it. So I'm just scooping it out, just you can see, yeah, to remove all the whites. So yeah, I'm done with the whites. They are all clean and fresh, ready to start. I'm going to start by slicing them in small blendable pieces. Yeah, so usually Kenyans, they have this thing that they use to kuna the nazi, or to kuna the nazi. So but for us here, we don't have it. I'm not going to get the mbuzi to kuna the nazi. Okay, so I'm just using my hands and to make them into tubes, or blendable pieces of these coconut chunks. So just cutting them and making sure that I cut them, because we're going to use a blender at this time. I don't know if you don't have a blender, definitely this is going to be a little bit hard for you. So just slicing it up and making them in pieces that you really want it to be. So this is how they look after I'm done. This is the size that I'm looking for. It is really like soft, it is not all that hard. So I'm going to get my chunks and then put them in my blender to blend them, so that we can get the coconut oil out of this. You cannot just prepare them like this, so we have to make sure that we blend them. So adding them in a blender and making sure that, so I actually used 2 coconut. Yes, I forgot to tell you, I used 2. So putting it on heat, and when you put it on heat, make sure you get hot water. We are going to hot water for this process. So yeah, just continue blending like this, and as you can see, the more you blend, you're actually going to see like it's going down. So add more hot water, don't use cold water. I don't know why you should use hot water, but it's it's how it's recommended. That is that is what you should use. Just listen to me, use hot water. Okay, hot water. And then when it is time for you to drain out, just take off everything that you have right here. Just go pick up your blender, and now it's time to squeeze out, to remove this white or the coconut milk. So we should first call it coconut milk, because at this process where we have it right here, it is called coconut milk. So I usually have these wig cups that I love to use. They are so simple. Instead of using like a kitchen nanny and all that, I just use this one, drop it off, throw it away, and we are done. I don't have to to get the kitchen net or whatever. So yeah, I'm just putting it here. So at this point, hey, you need to squeeze out all this white or the coconut milk here. You have to squeeze squeeze out using your hands. I don't know if you're uncomfortable with the hands. I don't know what you're going to use, but yes, use your clean hands and squeeze out all the coconut milk. So put back these remaining ones. We're going to reblend them so that we can get more coconut juice out of it. So this is the conch one, the concentrated one, the strong one. So just add hot water to reblend it, to blend so that you can squeeze out and get more coconut milk. This is how it looks, and for this case you can actually use a sieve. Just make sure your sieve is like has small holes, okay? It doesn't allow big chunks of this to pass through. So you can use a sieve, but I would suggest you use like something that strains so well so that you don't have anything that drops inside your coconut milk. But if you just have a sieve is okay at this point, but you will not be able to squeeze out all the juice. That is why we get something to use so that we can squeeze out all the excess juice that we really want. So for the case of the sieve, you're not squeezing out more and to make it like so dry to get it. So we begin by adding this concentrated one, which is the conch one. Oh my, look at that. And then, anyway, just adding it in a bowl. So this is a tech. You can put it aside. It will definitely like make the water will go down and the coconut milk will go up. That is the thing. The water will go down and the coconut milk. But if you're in a hurry, just put them in a freezer or in a fridge, wait for like 30 minutes, get it out. The problem, this is the thing, I forgot. It kind like it got into that mode of catching the ice, so I couldn't strain out the water. But this is the thing, if you don't strain out the water, definitely you're going to cook it more. You're going to cook it the more. So this is what I got. It had actually like the water was down, the cream was up. That is what was happening. So I'm just going to put it in a pan. Definitely I'm going to be boiling it for a longer period of time. This is how it looks on a pan. So let me show you. So this is the one down here. It is the coconut milk, and the upper one, it is the water that was, that had the water was down, the cream was up. Yeah. So I'm putting it on heat, medium heat, not a lot of heat, because if you put it on a high heat, it will kind of burn. So put it on a medium heat and then it will start to boil. This whole water is supposed to evaporate. What I was avoiding, I made the mistake that I would regret. Okay, anyway, so it is going to start making like curd. Yeah, should I call it like curd? Yeah, it is going to look like a bit of yogurt, just as you can see, the more you cook it. So this is how you're going to do. Just get yourself a scraper, make sure that the entire thing is cooked. Don't leave it hanging on the walls. Make sure that the entire thing, it is all cooked up and all that. Just make sure you don't let it sit. Always turn it around, stay closer to the pan when you get to this process, especially when the water is all beginning to evaporate. Just make sure you stay closer to the pan. It will begin to change. As you can see, it's the coconut oil is beginning to get out. We did not add any oil. We did not add anything. It is just the coconut that we've been boiling that is causing it to produce oil. So definitely, just know, if you drink or if you eat a lot of coconut milk, you're eating a lot of oils. That is for sure. That is something that you should know. Lots of curries include a lot of oils. So that is something that you should know. At this point, this is how it looks. If you need your coconut oil to be like so light white, just make sure you don't wait for this curd to kind of get brown. If you need it to kind of be like brown a little bit, which lasts longer, I would suggest you leave it to kind of get a little bit brown so that it can make the oil look like a bit brown. If you just need it clear, rinse at this time, like strain at this time. If you need it like me, I'm going to let it be like at this position, because I need my coconut oil to have that a little bit of color. Like, I don't want it clear, like too clear. So this is how it looks. I'm not going to let it sit for long, because coconut oil sometimes, you know, solidifies during cold weather. So I'm just going to put it in a bowl like this to show you. So in case you're going to use your coconut oil, make sure you just put it in sort of like a bowl. Don't put it in this should I call it like a tube, because sometimes it solidifies. So I'm just going to get also a head cup to strain the more, so that this curd that had, you know, was cooking, to make sure that I don't leave any coconut oil inside. I'm going to squeeze it until all the coconut oil is out. I'm not leaving any coconut here. Coconut oil, you see all the process, so don't waste it. Putting it on my weed cup, and we're going to begin squeezing it. We're going to begin squeezing it, and this is how it looks on a bowl. And then begin to squeeze. I have given you permission to squeeze, and yes, this is how it looks, the final look. And that's how we make our coconut oil. So simple. You can use it on the face and also on the hair. Bye.